welcome to Puking Donald Duck cast, the big comeback for the poverty men. This is how we're coming back. I have to turn up the gain. There we go. Okay, so we've returned after a long, glorious hiatus.
I think it must have been over a month at this point since we released a new fucking episode.
Probably, indeed. And oh boy, it's been summer, working on a million things. We've been working 26 hours a day. Ha.
And going mad.
Yes, both of those things. But so much has happened. And we've thought of some epic topics, yes. And now we're going to talk about things. Isn't that crazy?
Now we've caught you up to date on how podcasts work.
Exactly.
Because this is the only one you ever listened to, I'm assuming.
Yeah. See, the reason you can't see us is because we're not real. So, sorry.
Yeah.
Any videos you've seen of me or Kumbel are deepfakes. Sorry.
I don't know why you decided to bring this up.
It's artist rendering. First topic, Kumbel's pen is stupid.
Yeah, it's a pretty dumb pen.
Looks like a little thing. It looks like a little arcade stick.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like some fucking pen my mom stole from work.
Wow. Well, now we have admitted to crimes. So, sorry everybody.
We must have done that already on this podcast.
Probably.
At this point.
Actually, I think anytime I've talked about any sort of like, what one say, acquiring movies, I've been, well, you know, I would never do that. Ever.
And I think we probably mentioned drinking in public at some point.
Yeah, but that's not legal. That's funny. So the police actually can't get us for that one.
Judge, you must admit, it was funny.
Judge.
Under the law, you have to admit that if it was funny, you
must acquit.
Yes.
Yeah. If it was the funny shit, you must acquit. Why didn't O.J. Simpson say that? Fucking... I don't... Okay. Speaking of O.J. Simpson, I've been thinking recently about... I just thought recently... Kumbel, have you ever heard of the story of how Ted Bundy escaped from court?
I must have at some point heard something about that, but I think he uses charms.
Well, no.
Because he was a good-looking boy.
See, the thing is the goofiest cartoon story ever because he was going to represent himself in court.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and he was like, I need to go do legal research because I'm a lawyer, and they're like, okay, and he just left. So you know, interesting.
God damn it,
that old Ted Bundy, that Al Bundy. Pig, I'm gonna kill women. Remember that?
Oh well. God, we need to watch that fucking show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a funny meme.
I remember when I watched it as a small lad. It was literally the funniest fucking show I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I just found it so fucking... it was just so fucking mean.
Yeah, exactly. It was very mean-spirited.
And I just love the idea of like, oh, it's like a sitcom, but the family is poor as dirt and just like a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember...
it was mean in a way that was funny and charming and not just Family Guy.
Yeah. Also, there was a weird thing with that show where they would keep getting a new dog without saying anything about it.
Did they?
Yeah, they had like 5 dogs throughout the whole show.
Oh, it would make sense. I mean,
yeah,
they probably died.
Probably Al Bundy killed them on set. Fucking ripped their heart out and showed it to them. Get it?
Psycho Dad.
Get it? Wayne's World? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Family Guy, though, here's a topic I just came up with.
Funny show, yeah.
No, just that, okay, the amount of songs that have kind of been ruined now because of Family Guy, because you hear them, and you just think Family Guy.
Yeah.
Number one would be Surfing Bird, of course.
Yeah, Surfing Bird by the Trashmen, which if I had heard it now without having heard Family Guy, I would be like, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, no, it's a good song.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like...
But because of Family Guy, that and... To an extent, Rock Lobster.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Though
not as much.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I don't know. See, here's the thing about the Rock Lobster bit in Family Guy. I didn't think the original bit was funny, but Iraq lobster was funny.
Well, no, the joke was Iraq lobster.
No,
Because the original song is Iraq lobster.
no, but there was one previously where it was literally just him singing it obnoxiously, and the follow-up joke was Iraq lobster. So I don't know why they.
It's still dumb.
Funny. Listen, I like the way the little lobster dances. But Family Guy ruined adult animation.
That is the main thing.
There are now been like 3 announcements for new TV shows in the last week, and could you guess they all look the exact same?
Are they all centered around a family?
No. So one of them is based on some like Soccer Mom Sassy Twitter account, and it makes me want to kill myself.
That's still a little close.
I don't know. Listen, one day I'll make the video called "How Family Guy Ruined Adult Animation Forever." So, thank you. I drew a penis man on topic list.
He sure did.
I thought everybody should know that.
And they should know that.
Yeah.
Will they see it? Who knows?
Probably not.
No.
Considering he's a penis man. Can't do that. It's crazy. Oh, my God.
I mean, Red Letter Media kind of got away with it.
Yeah.
With, at some point, they covered a... This is so funny. Okay, at some point they covered a how you say, teaching kids what sex is video. There was a cartoon. And that had nudity in it.
Yeah.
And there's penis. And there's a funny thing where a duck looks at a penis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's on YouTube.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Duck penis? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So
I read it all the time in Garden.
Yeah.
It was based on a book.
A book called Duck Penis? What the fuck?
Yes,
Why is there a book? Why is there a book called Duck Penis?
I don't know.
Fucking hell. What is wrong with you? We're gonna talk about IKEA. That transition was so smooth, you could barely even notice it.
As some people might know, at this point, if anything, it's obnoxious how much you probably know this at this point.
Yeah.
We're from Sweden!
Yeah, we're from Sweden, and there's IKEAs all over the place. Actually, not really, because you have to travel.
Honestly, usually what it is, well, for us, you have to drive like an hour or half an hour to get to the closest IKEA.
And it's like a fucking travel, it's like a trip. You go there and you gotta, and it's so fucked up, because like once you're there, you can't leave. And most of my experiences at IKEA as a kid, because I haven't gone there a lot as an adult, was just having fun for like 10 minutes and then having to wait for like an hour for my parents to finish shopping and looking around.
For me, it was either getting lost a lot, or spending time in the, like, they had the, like, kiddie section thing.
Yeah.
Where you just, drop the kid off and they fucking fuck around in some ball pit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
also experience I had with IKEA is that every time I went there, I would get a new, like, toy thing.
Oh, yeah.
They had, like, the stuffed toys.
Yeah.
They had the funny little rats.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuffed rats from IKEA, and I love them. They look very janky and strange. And they're fat fucking rats.
Yes.
Really good. If only you could buy real fat fucking rats from IKEA.
Yeah, honestly.
Visit fatfuckingrats.com.
Well, one of the best things from IKEA, in my opinion, is their fucking frozen lasagna.
What the
you can
fuck?
Buy. Yeah, they sell lasagna.
Why would you eat a frozen lasagna? What, when you want it hot?
Well, you heat it up when you get home in the microwave.
But then it is the oven. But then it isn't frozen lasagna anymore. Yeah. Checkmate. Checkmate, I got him.
Point is, they got bomb-ass lasagna.
They got food. They got the meatballs, which aren't that bad. They're kind of good.
Yeah, I like the meatballs.
Yeah.
They're better here in Sweden probably than America.
Probably.
Most likely.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a dumb place. The thing about IKEA actually is that most of the time, my recent trips, I go in for like 5 minutes and then I just go to the other like stores around the area because there's a big ass shopping thing.
Yeah. Here's a fun fact: the fucking IKEA that we will go to because it's the closest.
Yeah,
it's actually the first IKEA.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the first IKEA ever.
Yeah.
I went on. They have an IKEA museum there too.
Yeah.
That I went to with the school at some point.
That's a boring ass school trip. Going to fucking IKEA for a school trip. Teacher's like, I gotta buy a chair. Y'all fucking sit here for an hour. Jesus Christ. Kuma wanted to talk about summer TV like a dweeb.
Fuck you.
And I don't know why.
Well, basically, in Sweden, during the summer, when we were kids, they always have this fucking, like, summer program thing on TV.
Yeah.
That was like, you know, they would show cartoons and all that stuff. And it was pretty neato. And when, for me, you know, I had a mom who had to work all the fucking time. So she would, you know, the school would have a thing, you know, where you could drop your kid off if you have to work all the fucking time and, you know, can't take care of them during the summer. You know, I was there, and every morning we would watch this fucking TV program, and I just remember this fun little thing where whenever there was, like, a show with Swedish subtitles, because it was English, there would be this one, like, fucking teacher in the middle of the room, sitting on a chair, reading the subtitles, like, dubbing it live for us.
Jesus Christ.
Because we were preschool and we couldn't read.
Sounds so fun. Man.
I dipped out whenever that happened.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
What if she was lying? What if she wasn't making it up? She was just, like, reading her shopping list.
Even at that age, I was like, this is awkward as hell. Dog.
Oh, yeah. See, I was at the after-school thing, but that was usually during, like, the school months, because I was just there after for, like, an hour.
Oh, yeah, I would also be there, because my parents work late.
It was kind of epic, because you could just draw.
Yeah,
that was...
For me, it was usually, like, draw, play board games, or play with Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally, they'd have, like, some game thing or like
I remember they had like a computer and you could play some educational games.
Yeah, it's fucking wow. Jiminy Cricket. Fucking hell. I
remember one of my favorite like school computer memories when I was very little in like 2nd or 3rd grade. They'd use this old website to print out these you know, like color in pages. That was always fun.
Huh. Fucking. That's dumb, Kumba. Why
fuck you, that was awesome,
dude.
Why
do you want to color? It's fucking gross.
It helped my love for art.
Oh, I'm Kumba, I do art. Okay, so.
Are you speeding with a pillow?
Yeah. You know what? Just to get back at you, Kumba. Did that right up to the mic, just to fuck with Kumble.
Gross.
Dude, I gotta talk about... We talked about our job before. We had our job drawing kids' books.
Remember that? When that was a thing we did?
Fucking losers. Just drawing kids' books and they're like, hey, put in fucking Saddam Hussein. And I was like, I can't do it. Kids' book.
I think you're a little tone deaf here. Put him in?
Yeah.
But please, no, put him in.
Put him in, dude. Yeah.
No, seriously, there were many times where it's just like they'd bring in something for me to do to put in the kids' books, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
The biggest example, I had to do a kids' book where the main character was this cartoon wheelchair. And they wanted a wheelchair that looks like a realistic wheelchair with all the details.
Yeah.
And I'd had to be like, please don't make me do that. You're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And I even like made this little like reference image thing, concept drawings of, you know, the character design I want to go with.
Yeah.
And next to it I had like, you know, to strengthen my argument that making it a realistic looking wheelchair would be horrible and horribly time consuming, I had, you know, a drawing of Mickey Mouse just being like, oh, you know, simple design. And then below it, a drawing of Mickey Mouse but looking like an actual like rat.
Yeah.
It would just be like, you get my point?
Yeah. Did they let you do the simple design in the end?
To an extent.
Okay.
It was fairly simple. As simple as I could get it.
Okay.
But it was still fucking difficult, man. I mean, how the fuck... You gotta make a wheelchair emote and fucking, like, move its little fucking gears around.
Well, here's the thing. I was tasked with that initially, And I think I dropped out the project because I didn't want to keep drawing the realistic wheelchair, because I drew the realistic wheelchair and took like fucking 8 years.
God, I drew so many wheelchairs for that fucking company.
It's the least fun thing to draw.
I don't know if we should probably specify. People are probably asking what's with the wheelchairs. Well, this company was basically, their whole goal was to make products for like
the handicapped.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And they wanted to make kids books for, handicapped kids.
Yes.
And that's what we worked on.
Yes. But here's... Okay. I actually have a tangent that immediately popped into my head when I talked about them making me put Saddam Hussein in the book. This is a tangent about something that happened in my school that I don't know why I haven't talked about this before, but... So, there was some fucking English person... No, yeah, it was an English exchange student coming to school.
Oh.
And I was asked to help them, like, guide them around school because I was one of the people in class who knew English the best. It was me and some other girl, and the fucking principal described to us what we should say to this exchange student. And when we were going to the fucking... what's that called? What's it called?
Are you talking about the special needs?
Yeah,
section of the school?
Yeah, we were going to the special ed section of the school, and he told us, quote, "This is where the retarded go."
No!
He told us to say that,
no!
and we begged him, no, we are not going to say that. And he said, well, that's the right word, we're going to use that. I think we didn't end up saying, even though we said we would. So, I don't know.
I can't believe that they would be so tone deaf. Oh my
It's amazing.
God.
Oh my god.
Which grade must it have been? Like
5th grade, I'm guessing. That's my guess. But it's a pretty funny meme. But anyways, so our kids book job, I started working there in 2015 when I was a small baby boy of 17, and I was an intern initially because they couldn't legally hire me, I don't think. And so I did so many random ass odd jobs during that time because they didn't have anything solid for me to do. So I did like commercial shit for their agency, and I'll rattle off some of the things I did, just describe them. So first task, I was supposed to animate their mascot, and to be fair, their mascot is a fairly good design for anime.
It's simple.
Yeah, but the thing is, they didn't have anyone else to do the voice acting, and I guess they didn't have a good microphone, so you're like, you do it. And so I was like, okay. And so I did the voice acting, and I pitched it up because it was supposed to be a funny dragon thing. And looking back on it, it is the most stilted, awkward thing I've ever seen in my life. Partly because I was fucking sucked at voice acting back then. But, so, it was a good meme. But yeah, that was the first thing. And then, apparently, they took some of my drawings I had done of their mascot and used them to create this nightmarish, horrifying, like... It reminds me of Pilot Red Sun's cartoons, like the Pringles thing. They took the characters and they wanted to make a video of the mascot meeting the head guy of the department. And the head guy seems to have recorded the vocals for his thing in like this echoey like air chamber thing. So it would be like the dragon being like, "Oh, hello, so who are you?" "I'm the leader, and we do the thing here." And it was like a laugh track from the audience, and it reminded me of Rabbits by David Lynch.
Yeah.
We just watched it. So,
yeah.
But
and they animated his head kind of looking like Saddam Hussein in South Park.
Yeah, it was like 4 frames of him going like, it was very odd. But and the funny thing is, I didn't see that until today. I had never seen that before. But basically, I mostly did like, I guess, motivational posters, some shit like that. But there was a time when they wanted me to start working on a kid's book, and they gave me like a character design to start with, and it was actually the girl in the wheelchair, the thing that we ended up doing like 2 years later.
That I ended up doing.
Yeah, I think I did like one. I did it for like 2 weeks, and then they handed it off to you so I could do the other thing. I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever. But they gave me that design to do. I drew it, and then the project was silently cancelled because they realized that I wasn't. That they would probably get in trouble if they had me do it as being 17 and not being paid.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, we'll have to cancel that project. And I didn't think much about it at the time, but it's interesting now. I'm trying. Oh yeah, I did a game review of Fallout 3 in Swedish, and I wish I could find it because it surely must be very stilted and very strange. I probably have it on a hard drive. I don't know, but interesting. That during the time when I was making that game review, that was actually like the best time working there, in a way, because I had these other guys, and we were all just getting together every now and then, like making the show, and they were like cool bros. That was a good meme. And the time when you first started working there, it was good for a while, and then I don't know, it got a little. Yeah. It got a little stale.
Yeah, when I started there, I started as an intern too, but what I began doing before doing kids books was just like pamphlets and brochures, designs, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just menial stuff like that. And then eventually I got to do the kids book thing.
Yeah, and the best thing about this facility is like how weirdly unprofessional it was, and how
it's like some weird multimedia thing.
We had to walk the dogs for like
yes,
two months.
Because they have like an animal section.
Yeah,
where they have like dogs and like cats and hamsters and it's like a pet store.
Yeah. Fucking
and like in the middle of us fucking working on our kids books, they were like, "Go walk the dogs,"
and they weirdly enough pitched it under this like idea of like, "You guys, we're gonna have you socialize more. You're gonna go and talk to everyone and walk the dogs."
But really, I think they were just short on people for walking the dogs, and I think that's actually true.
Probably.
Yeah.
And they gave us these fucking shite bags that we were supposed to pick up.
Oh my god,
food.
yeah.
I prayed every time I went out, please, the dog cannot shit, because I can't do this shit.
I had to pick up dog shit. But it doesn't help that me and Love aren't super into dogs in general either. You know?
But
I had to basically explain to them, this is just distracting.
Yeah.
This is a waste of time for me. I need working on this book is very time consuming.
Yeah.
I need the time, and you're taking it away from me. And they were like, okay, you don't have to do it.
Yeah. So that was that. I suppose they're interesting experiences. So, Kumbla,
I'm trying to think of like when it was at its best, that job. Honestly, I think it was to me at least, where I felt like we were just free to do our shit, was when I managed to nab us a nice little desk with a fucking wall.
Yeah,
behind us. Like, we're in the corner of the office. Yeah. And here's the thing, it's like before that we used to sit on a desk that was like kind of like open and shit like that.
Yeah.
And in general, I just don't like that. Just the idea of people behind me peering over really as I fucking work on the art.
Yeah.
So I managed to nab me and Love a desk in a corner with a wall behind us.
Yeah.
So we could just work on the book and fuck around.
Yeah, I did a lot of work on my animations there.
I did a lot of work on my ink and liner comics, if anyone knows that.
Yeah.
The fucking furry lesbian shit.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
So, Kumbo, what have you been up to this week?
This week?
Yeah.
Well, I've actually, I have an internship at a bike shop.
Oh.
Repairing bikes.
Oh my God.
Yes. That's what I'm doing right now.
Can you repair my heart?
No, that's not a bike.
Ha. Says you.
It's been going pretty good, though. So, like, I came in there not knowing a fucking thing about repairing bikes. And now I feel like I can not only, like, take apart a bike, but put it together. Like, I could fix a bike.
Holy fuck.
Pretty alright. And I remember the first thing I did was, okay, so, you got the bike wheels.
Yeah.
And you got the spokes. My first assignment was to, like, basically scrap this bike wheel, and, you know, I had to cut the spokes.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing about cutting spokes. Sometimes when you cut them, they can go fucking flying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also, they get really sharp, and I cut my hand a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does your boss beat you
No.
when you do wrong?
No.
Okay, well. Good.
Because I haven't done anything wrong yet. I've been a very good boy.
Okay, well, that's good.
I've been doing my darnest.
That's fucking good. So, my week...
Because having a steady job would be nice.
Yeah. Be interesting. Be a little funny meme. So, my week, I've been doing shit. I've been animating shit. Doing shit. I live streamed yesterday. Funny.
Yes.
But I have 2 little stories of what I did. I got the jab, the stick, the autism. I got it.
What are you talking about?
Vaccination.
Oh, you got the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, I got the first one.
Yeah, I'm getting that next Friday.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah, it was interesting. So it was like, I don't know. It was definitely they've perfected the sticking technology, so you barely feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Any side effects yet?
no. I actually felt nothing, like not even tired or anything.
So I heard a lot of people like either getting sick or having like a swollen arm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be. It's probably not swollen. I don't know. Yeah. Listen, it's fine. The last vaccine I took was in 2009 for the swine flu.
Yeah.
Interesting. But I did something yesterday because I'm a real smart baby. So I was what was it? I was having dinner. I was like, I'm gonna watch a movie while having dinner because I haven't done that a lot recently. I just watch YouTube videos and it's not as cool. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna watch a movie. So I decided I'm gonna watch 2001: A Space Odyssey while having a dinner. And I realized that the copy I had on my hard drive was 720p, and I was like, I want a higher quality. I want the 1080p version. And I was about 20 minutes into the movie, and I was about to go onto the internet and find one some way, but I don't.
YouTube movies.
Yeah, exactly. But then I realized, wait a second. I think I saw the Blu-ray for that in the City Gross, and a store that's on the other side of town.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, I should just walk up there and get it. And so I walked up to that store. It took, I don't know, maybe like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
And they didn't have it.
Shit.
And then I went around to every single store that sold the Blu-rays, and none of them had it. And so I just walked back home, and I literally spent 2 hours walking there and back for no reason.
Oh.
It was a good meme, and I just had a nap afterwards, and then I just downloaded it. I mean, I found... Sorry. I so badly want to get a fucking 4K TV and one of them players that can do that, because I want to see fucking Akira in 4K. That would be fucking...
Oh, that'd be neat.
I need it, people. Okay. That's my thing. Jesus. I just got a notification, people. So what's the notification? Fuck you. Okay.
There's nothing of importance.
Yeah. So, come on, the Olympics.
Oh yeah, that has been happening.
Oh, there's
It might be over by the time this episode is out.
Probably. It's like, whoa, they throw a ball, they run a jump, they sticky diggy diggy.
It's in Tokyo.
Isn't that crazy? It's in the Japan.
Yeah, and I only hear about it because, you know, at the bike shop they have the radio on, and sometimes I hear about it on the radio.
Wow.
Yeah.
They added a new thing in this one, I think, which is bizarre, because it's not only like they add a new fucking branch, and the only reason I've heard about this is because it's new, and it's competitive with fucking your 90-year-old demented mom.
Oh no! Oh no! I thought we were going to bring it up!
I don't know why they did that. Why is that a branch in the Olympics?
Fucking goddamn it.
All I'm gonna say is, if you haven't heard of the news within Chris Chan's history, look it up. Thank you. That was all. Listen, It isn't my fault that the Olympics added a new thing. Sorry.
I thought you were going to talk about the skateboarding.
Yeah. That's what it is. Did they add Tony Hawk Pro Skateboarding?
Yes, the game.
Was Tony Hawk there?
No, let's play the game.
Okay, well, what's the fucking point then? I want to see the corpse Tony Hawk.
You don't realize how fucking much skill goes into being the best at Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I mean, probably. You gotta do a kickflip real fast. Fucking, you got Tony Hawk's fucking lizard skeleton neck looking down at you.
I'm just waiting for when they're gonna add fucking tech deck to Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta get the little thing.
Yeah.
Why does Tony Hawk look like a ghoul? He's not even that old.
Isn't he like over 50?
Yeah, he's like he's 50, but he looks 50,000. I'm gonna get a modern pic of Tony Hawk and don't recoil immediately. Okay. Here we go. This is Kumba's reaction to Tony Hawk 2021. Here we go. Image. Oh god. Hold on. Wait. Unopen. Oh, here it is. Okay. Look at this. Oh, there it is. Okay. He's dying.
He doesn't look that bad.
He's 8 million years old.
He looks alright.
He looks like the fucking, oh no, I forgot. Oh yeah, he looks like fucking Dave at the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Honestly, he also looks like a normal fucking, like, 50-year-old dude to me.
Went through a fucking time chamber? What the fuck? Why Tony Hawk?
Now, what you should do, love, in the editing, if you're gonna put up a picture of Tony Hawk in this episode, get the one from Rocket Power.
Yeah. I'll just get a picture of a dead body. That's a good idea.
No.
I'm gonna talk about the media I've been consuming.
Whoa.
Here it is. I'm gonna talk about it.
We can also talk about the movies we watched.
Yeah, we can talk about that. But first of all, I've been watching some YouTube videos. I watched this documentary about it's called about the entire story behind Twitch Plays Pokemon, and it's one of the most captivating things I've ever watched, and everyone should watch that documentary.
Stop fucking around with the pen in front of the mic.
I'm sorry. Okay. That was a good meme. Everyone watch that. It's actually from a channel called Gamer from Mars that I've actually not...
Yeah, I've heard of that lad.
Yeah, I haven't liked this stuff for a few years, but I used to be a big fan of him because he did a lot of lists about 4chan pranks. My favorite 4chan thing like that for all time will always be the one where Oprah Winfrey came on her show and it was like this solemn atmosphere and she just looked at the camera like so like horrified. She was like, "We have just gotten news. We got news from this pedophile ring that is apparently being run, and they're taunting us. They said that they have, quote, over 9,000 penises, and they're all molesting boys." And it was so serious, and how did no producer catch on to that before it went on the air? What the fuck? It's amazing.
One of my favorite 4chan pranks is when they brought the whole, like, the pool's close to the real world.
Oh, God. Dear God.
So please specify when you put up the sign in front of the pool that the pool's closed due to AIDS.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Let's talk about some movies we've been watching.
Oh yes, it's been a while. So we watched a couple of movies since then. Let's see.
Many movie.
Okay. Where the fuck did we start?
Many years.
What haven't we? Where did we last leave off?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Repo Man.
Oh yeah, we watched Repo Man.
Yes.
Movie with a Repo Man in it.
Yes, it's a very goofy fucking movie.
Yeah.
But also has a lot of a lot of punk elements to it.
Yeah.
Seeing how the main character is a hardcore punk in the 80s in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And the Circle Jerks is in the movie as a fucking doo-wop band.
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
Yeah.
See, the thing I like about the movie is it's very grounded in reality for the most part, and then it just goes insane at some point.
Oh, yeah.
It's just fun. Well, okay, I guess
I mean, it kind of goes fucking nutty around the whole thing.
I mean, yeah, but... Listen, all I'm saying is watch through that whole fucking movie.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies that's just so fucking fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn.
And then we watched another movie that's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket.
We watched Full Metal Jacket by Canry Stublik, and it's a movie that everyone's probably seen the first scene of or so. Because that's
the whole boot camp thing.
Yeah,
and then there's a whole other session about where they're in Vietnam.
Yeah, and they all get. I'm actually not just.
We shouldn't say too much.
I won't spoil the ending just casually, but yeah, it's a good meme. I love the what's it called? I think I guess the one fault about it that people talk about that's probably pretty accurate is that they did their whole story arc in the first 20 minutes, and then I don't know, from there it's just another thing. But yeah.
Yeah, because that whole bootcamp thing could be its own movie.
Yeah.
Really could.
And I was invested in that. And I love the fucking the final scene of the first section. It's beautiful. It makes me come. It's just the stuff I like.
And I also like the final scene in general.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse. Mickey
Mouse. Oh yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
It's a good meme. Yeah. But funny.
Yes. And then we watched Kill Bill.
Yeah, we watched Kill Bill Volume 1 by Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a fucking pretty. It's it's based on all the fucking crazy karate shit.
Yeah, and all those old spaghetti western stuff.
Yeah, but it's real intense, real high action, crazy shit.
Violent as shit.
Yeah,
because it's Tarantino.
Yeah, of course.
And there's one of those movies where it's where you've seen the references over and over again. There's so many things in that movie that has been referenced to death.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And fucking the thing is, I wish I would have watched it under better circumstances, because I was drinking we drank this mix of this Jägermeister drink called a Fire Truck.
Yeah, Jägermeister and raspberry soda.
Yeah, and a bunch, you put frozen raspberries in it, and it was kind of making me feel weird and nauseous a little bit, and I was like, okay, and I wish I could have watched it under better circumstances, but I don't know. Yeah.
It's a perfect drink for such a bloody movie.
Yeah, exactly. I sincerely believe, and you know what, y'all can dispute this if you so want, I think the character of Himiko Toga in My Hero Academia was based on Black Mamba from this movie. I sincerely think that was probably the case.
Might be.
Yeah, since a back and forth reference. Thank you. And there was an anime sequence in the movie that
it was
really well made.
Yeah,
it's made by the people who did Ghost in the Shell, I think.
Oh yeah. You know what? That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
And today we watched a movie that's fucking mentally ill.
We watched The Producers, the original thing from 1967.
By Mel Brooks.
Yeah. And boy.
Most famous for the whole Springtime for Hitler thing.
Oh, yes. And yeah, it's quite an interesting movie. And
for people who don't know, it's a movie about basically how you say...
It's about
a theater producer that's failed in life, dumb-dumbs, and gets a new accountant who finds out that, hey, you can make more money making a total flop than a success.
Exactly.
And then they decide, let's make a fucking musical called Springtime for Hitler.
Yeah, and my favorite part about that movie is that they track down a guy who originally wrote Springtime for Hitler, and he's just this insane babbling Nazi with a helmet on
with bird poop on it.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just the entire time he's in the movie, he's just barely illegible. You can't even hear what he's saying. He's funny. I don't know. It's a funny meme, but yeah, it's a very ahead of its time comedy, one can say. And let's See that movie. The premise of that movie has always bothered me in one sense. It's the idea that like if they really wanted to make something that would flop, they wouldn't make Springtime for Hitler. People would go see that immediately.
Yeah, well, they assumed.
Yeah, but if you want to make a thing that would flop, you'd make like fucking I don't know.
You make something mediocre.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what we watched. Yeah. Jeez. Oh yeah. I have played through all of the wonderful experience that is Omori, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
And I have seen the other side. And holy shit.
I'd like to play it with you one day. See what it's all about.
Yeah, that would be a good meme. I have already ordered merch from it because I'm cool. Ordered from OmoCat, who made the game, and I got a shirt and I got the collection of photos, which is it's interesting because in the game there's a lot of sections that's about what's it called, organizing. Well, okay, there's not a lot of sections, but it's a few sections. One in every like section of the game. You gotta organize this photo book and put shit in the right place. And they printed all of those photos on like high quality glossy paper and selling them. Oh, so that's interesting.
So you can make your own little photo book.
Yeah, exactly. Though I'm probably gonna hang them like a psycho. And let's say a few things about that game. That one, it's one of the few games where I literally throughout the whole game spent an hour cumulatively looking through photo books voluntarily. They didn't ask me to do that. I did that on my own. And it's has a very good arc. It's very good at recontextualizing things earlier in the game. And it's one of those kinds of games. It just kind of leaves you different after you played it.
The kind of games that you love, apparently.
Yes, very much so. What I like about it is mainly, well, okay, there's many things, but one thing is that it doesn't go for the easy twist. It kind of goes further than that, and it's pretty crazy. But it's very relatable in a lot of senses. It's that's relatable. I'm trying to, what's the meme? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
That guy, whatever.
Super Payload.
Yeah. So everyone should play that. But I should say, you should probably wait for the console release and get that instead. Because the PC release, for some random amount of players, it lags randomly. So you should get the console version once that comes out. Thank you.
Oh.
And, yeah. Jiminy.
Jiminy Criminy.
Oh. Okay.
Speaking of video games,
yeah,
I finally found a fucking new video game thing that I might actually end up buying.
Yeah?
That's that new, like, Steam console thing.
Oh.
You know, the handheld Steam thing.
Handheld Steam.
If it's good, I might get it.
Yeah.
Because, fucking me, I actually, like, if something's gonna bring me back into gaming, it'll be something that I can easily just pick up and just play Half-Life on a fucking handheld thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm skeptical towards it because I don't know, I've always felt like Valve aren't really like the kind of hardware thing. I don't know about that, but
that's why I'm saying why I'm like, if it's good, you know, if it turns out to be a success, I will probably get it, you know.
Yes.
If not, then not.
Oh, everybody, gift me a VR thing from Valve so I can play Half-Life Alyx.
Yes.
I want to play it. I'm actually really courteous to the whole internet for not spoiling it to me. God.
Meanwhile, I've already seen like playthroughs of it because I gave up the idea of me actually playing it pretty fucking early.
Yeah.
I was too fucking curious.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I was gonna draw more on this man, but I can't now because I threw the pen.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Anyway, I think it's about time we get into the good old classic, everyone's favorite, musical session.
It's time with the musical segment. Pew, 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 pew. We're doing it.
Oh, what the fuck kind of sound is that gonna be?
I don't know. So we did the classical Poverty Palz
Album
exchange.
Yes.
And I'm gonna bring mine up so I can look through the titles here.
Yes.
Oh no, I was greeted with Tony Hawk's corpse face. I was a little scared there. Let's see here. Go ahead. Oh boy. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Okay, well, I can tell y'all, the album I gave love today was my favorite album by The Cramps, the original psychobilly band. Their album Psychedelic Jungle.
Psychedelic Jungle. It's an album they made in '81, and the Cramps are like an interesting band because they're in I guess if not for psychobilly, they're a little hard to categorize in some sense because they hung around the punk scene, but they're not really like.
Well, they're like part of the whole like New York thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was a little more varied than other punk scenes.
They feel like post-punk in the punk era. It's very strange. What's it called? Proto-punk in the punk era. Yeah, something like that. But what I like,
they're definitely like one of the earliest examples of like a like rockabilly band. After the whole like old 50s rock and roll thing was out.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah, and
in a way, psychotic way, in a way where the music is distorted and sometimes just freaky and seedy and trippy.
Yeah, what I like about them is their general grimy aesthetic. It feels. Honestly, in some sense, I categorize them in my head as trash rock. It just feels like, I don't know, there's a lot of imagery of like, low life of like trash, of like,
Well, they have a song called Garbage Man.
Yeah, and they have a song called Don't Eat Stuff Off the Sidewalk. And fucking Primitive, which is a good song from this album.
Oh, yes.
And Caveman, of course. And
Caveman!
Yeah. But yeah, there are many good songs in this album.
Yes.
But I do have one overwhelming thing I have two problems about this album.
Mm-hmm.
And the first problem mainly is that I feel like it kind of has a lack of momentum in that it feels like every song has the same BPM. They're all like the exact same speed.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. And the other complaint isn't about the music at all. It's just that I feel like this could have been more aggressively produced.
Mm-hmm.
It feels
like a little how you say, Iggy's mix of
something like
raw
that.
Power.
It had a little too much reverb or whatever. But
I don't know. I kind of think. I mean, there are other Cramp songs that will satisfy.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Human Fly, for instance.
Yeah, like from Off the Bone.
Yeah. And
the Psychedelic Jungle is a little bit more like, how you say, easy listening to
it's
compared to all the other Cramp stuff.
Yeah, it's technically well produced.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that personally, I think my favorite song on the album is actually Green Fuss.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Fucking, it's fun. It's
that or Jungle Hop.
Yeah. It's interesting because the album begins with a song called Green Fuzz and it ends with a song called Green Door.
Yes, which is another good song of theirs, which is actually a cover of an old song. Yeah,
exactly. I do think that Primitive probably has the best lyrics for my liking. It's kind of, I don't know, I feel that song's vibe.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The way it talks. I don't know. And I love the fucking vocalist, the guy.
Oh, Lux Interior.
Yeah, of course.
So fucking good.
And he died pretty early, right?
No, he died sometime in the 2000s, I think.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of another guy. But,
and of course, Poison Ivy's great fucking guitar.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I just love the fucking power duo of Lux Interior and Poison Ivy. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah. Pretty cool as heck. Yeah. It's a good guitar sound. But I need to listen to more of the Cramps. Yes. Unfortunately, the album that they might be most famous for is not on Spotify.
Bad music for bad people. Yeah. However, it's, the mix of that is pretty fucking harsh. Yeah. But you might like that.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. But
I just remember the first time I heard it, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
Then again, I might not have just been used to Cramps in general.
Yeah.
But exactly. I mean, honestly, like a lot of songs that were on Bad Music for Bad People have been, redone. I mean, Goo Goo Muck, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. When was Bad Music for Bad People from? When was that?
I don't know exactly.
Huh. Yeah. But yeah, that's the Krampus.
Yes.
It's the Brampus.
Now let's get to the album you gave me.
Yeah, I gave Kumbo the album called Regatta de Blanc from The Police.
Yes.
Which is, probably the most famous album, I don't know.
Yeah.
One of those things. And
I'll say, I liked it pretty alright.
Yeah.
It's got a good sound to it.
Yeah.
I think my only thing I can complain about it is that personally, I find it a little awkward whenever Sting sings with like Jamaican accent.
Yeah, that does sound weird in a sense.
Yeah, it sounds a little. I will almost say it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah, it is a little bit. See, here's the thing. I like when there's there's a subtle inflection of that he has in some places. Like, for example, on...
Yeah, I'd say it's like, at least it's not overblown.
Yeah.
Like, it could be a whole lot worse.
Yeah, it feels like he didn't make it silly enough for it to be a joke, and he didn't make it subtle enough for it to not be, I don't know, it feels awkward.
Yeah, it just feels awkward, essentially.
But,
but other than that, like, the instrumentals are really fucking good. I like the way they implement the reggae in general with their sound.
Yeah, I really like, there's a few songs in that I'm really into, like, for example, of course, Message in a Bottle.
Yes.
That song is fucking, it's classic.
Yeah.
But there's a song on there called, what the fuck was it called? It starts with a very interesting interjection. Let me just locate this song here. It's called On Any Other Day. Yeah, that song. And it's appears to just be a strange, like, aggressive description of regular life. And it starts with, what the fuck did he say at the beginning?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he says, and this song is going complete fucking bullshit, and then just starts. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. I like the instrumental on an album called Death Wish, or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. Yeah, that one.
Let's see, there's another song on there.
Yeah.
Let's see if we go down. Does Everyone Stare?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting meme. But, yeah. It's kind of a midpoint between, like, I guess, post-punk and, like, sort of the prog thing.
Yeah.
So they have, in a lot of ways, the Rush thing going because they're this power trio. They're just three guys doing their thing. But the thing about The Police that is unfortunate is that I feel like their first 2 or 3 albums were like really cool and like, you know, they felt more genuine, and then their last 2 albums were the ones that actually got really popular, and they're fucking shit. Like Every Breath You Take is a garbage song. Yeah. It's just a bad song. So yeah. Listen to that album and not the later ones. I built a little diorama here while I was talking.
Okay, at this point you're gonna have to take a picture of it and put it in the fucking episode.
I will. Hold on,
if you mentioned it.
Yeah, I will. Hold on. I'll just black out the tip of the PP. Here it is. Hold on. There we go. Perfect.
I promise you, I will be mad at you if you don't actually put it in the episode at this point.
I'll put it in the episode. There we go. Okay. Well, I think that was the episode, everybody.
Jesus Christ.
So that was the comeback episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, I guess we should do some house cleaning, because we haven't mentioned it in the video yet.
Yeah.
Uploads will not be every week at this point.
Yeah.
Because
if you didn't notice, they
because it's like too much to ask for.
Yeah.
Because we only got love editing these things.
Yeah. I gotta do it. See, here's the thing. This will be good for you fucks in the end because one, I don't know why I got so aggressive. One, it will make the videos come out better, and 2, it'll make it so I make more animations on my fucking channel. Thank you.
Exactly.
So
because that's honestly like more of a priority.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this. This is I don't know why I'm saying this, but here it is. Okay. I'm going to, in the future, I'm probably going to be creating a porn blog, which I will be drawing lewds in, and I won't be announcing what it's called, but if you find it, then you can DM me, and you know who it is, then cool.
Awesome.
It's a treasure chase, everybody. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I already have like a porn Twitter.
That's disgusting.
I mean, with the shit I draw, would you be surprised?
That's fucking gross.
At Kumblood.
Disgusting. Oh.